There goes Keyondra. Keyondra, just request to be on the live right quick. We want to get started. There you go. All right, here we go. Let's jump right into it. Welcome to Music Mondays with Terri Cann. Tonight, our guest artist is none other than the amazing, the beautiful, the talented. This girl could sing. You could sing.
Thank you.
Sing, Miss Keyondra Lockett, ladies.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm so honored. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. I am just trying to live sick free like everybody else, and still trying to work and do as much as I possibly can, but I'm good.
That's a whole conversation that we are going to have, still working amidst COVID. I think some people forgot that we're still in a global pandemic.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know if that is even really everybody's worry. They're still so concerned with, living the same life, and life as we know it, as of right now anyways, it's just kind of out,
And I don't see it going back to normal anytime too soon. That's the scary part. Can you hear me okay, sis? I just want to make sure.
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you much better now that I put on my headphones. So let's hop right into it because, 8 p.m. on the dot, Instagram will kick you off. And I have a lot of questions. I hope that our audience members have come with a lot of their own questions. Let's start off with Keyondra. Who is Keyondra Lockett? I keep saying Lockett.
No, it's okay. A lot of people call me Keyondra Lockett, but it's okay. I am a 2-time Stellar Award nominated artist.
Yes.
2-time top 15 Billboard charting artist, working on my third, praying that I surpass top 15 this time. And
you will.
I'm a singer-songwriter, obviously. Written for artists such as Kiera Sheard, Brianna Bobineau.
Whoa.
BET Sunday Best Winner, Crystal Aiken, and I'm an entrepreneur as well. And just a Black girl out here trying to make it and do good things.
Sweetheart, you're making it. You're surpassing so many. That is awesome.
Thank you.
That's really awesome. So how did you get your start in the business? Were you like one of those Apollo kids? Please tell us. Let's go. I like to start at the beginning.
Thank you. Well, nothing. I appreciate you for even considering me or thinking of me as that, but it was nothing,
awesome.
Special. Just thank you. It was just, obviously purpose and, God's timing, just one of those things. Also, I started with a group by the name of Ziel. I don't know how familiar you are with them, but
I know Ziel.
Okay, great. Thank you. Look, praise God. But, I started with that group, and we sang together for about a good 15, 16 years. We had some successes. We're able to sing on the Stellar Awards.
Yes.
We were nominated for Stellar Awards, as well as we had a top 15 song at Billboard radio that I had the privilege of writing. And
State of Emergence, that's my song.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a serious song.
Well, thank you. Look, I went through some serious stuff writing it.
Wow. Oh, we're going to talk about all of that. Yes.
But, that was where my start was. And traveling with the girls, I learned a lot, became a lot more business-minded, and saw a lot of the ins and outs of the industry for myself before, of course, branching out on my own. And I've learned a lot, and here I am now.
So, oftentimes artists that are part of groups usually end up venturing off. So what was the point, or what was it that made you say, I've been traveling with these girls for 15, 16 years. I thank God for what we've accomplished and the experience, but I want to now be my own independent artist. Right. Or solo artist, I should say.
Right. Well, actually, that wasn't my idea. It was the idea of the girls at the time. And honestly, had it been me, I would still be in the group today, right now.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that when God has a plan, and he's ready for you to move, sometimes you're not ready, but he, pushes you on out. So again, it wasn't my decision, but it was a decision that the best decision that I couldn't have made. You know, if you understand what I'm saying, you know.
I do.
Yeah, and but I appreciate the journey with the girls. Proud of them, you know, all the things that they're doing and accomplishing, and yeah, here I am now.
So what you said is you were a little comfortable, and God was just like,
Yeah,
"Come on, daughter." Wow.
Yeah.
And are you the only solo artist, or have all of the others branched out to solo careers as well?
Well, actually, there's another one of us who's done her own thing, Christina Bell. She was also in the Clark Sister movie as Twinkie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned Kiara Sheard. I didn't even know that you wrote for her, because as I'm listening to your music, I'm just like, I hear Kiki. Like, I hear Kiara Sheard. I even hear a little, like, Mary. Like, I hear some J-Mo. I hear all of these people. So I have to ask you, like, who are your musical influences?
I get that a lot. J Moss for the background vocals.
Yes.
Here for leads, you know, all
Okay.
that kind of thing. So I'm definitely used to it. But my top favorites are Karen Clark Sheard, Kim Burrell.
Oh.
I love me some Kim Burrell, as well as Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
Brandy and Billie Holiday.
Say Brandy's
so you got
name one more time.
soul.
Say Brandy's name one more time. Brad. There you go. And it's funny that you mentioned Miley Cyrus also, because I was going to ask, like, are you trying to have you done Disney? Maybe you have. I was like, are you trying to go to Disney? Because you have this, I don't know what the musical term is, but there's this, I'm just going to call it a thing. There's this thing in your voice, like Mook Star. And I'm just like, I can totally hear you, like, singing Disney.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people tell me I should, you know, pitch myself, submit some things. And you never know. It may happen, you know. I think that right now, I want to make sure that I'm, you know, getting all the results for the stuff that I'm doing right now before I even jump that. But if they come knocking on my door right now,
you will answer. Listen, I hear you. One step at a time. Wow. You know, when I say tell me who you are, you say it casually. Look, I mean, I just have Billboard, Stellar, you know, and I'm glad that you are humble, but you have accomplished so much, and you're so, you know, I'm a little older. I'm like, look at this baby right here. Like,
oh, thank you. How old do I look?
You're not older than me. I know that for sure. I'm 36. I know you're not older than me.
Yeah.
So, no, stop. I said I was like, she's like 31.
I'm 35.
Stop the interview. Really?
Yes.
Sis, I thought, I saw this video, the video that attracted me to you, and I don't know why the sun is beaming in like the Holy Spirit in my apartment. It has never done this.
That's what it is.
I can't even see myself. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how I look on camera right now, but we're just gonna keep going.
You look great.
Thank you. I saw a video of you just scrolling down. You were singing at a college campus. It was just no band. I said, my God, what is this voice? And I was just like, oh, this is like a college singer, until I started, like, you know, stalking you on the internet. I was like, oh, she's a whole like star for real. I assumed you were like singing at a college event of yours.
Well, actually,
bless the Lord for melanin.
It was an event that was it was for me, but not for me at the same time. It was created, you know, for me. But there were a couple of other singers who sang with me on this particular event. But yeah, it was a really dope one. I think you're talking about the one from last summer, right?
Yes.
Last summer, yeah. I think that was Morehouse, I believe. It was here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. So that was a shocker for me. Here I am thinking, I mean, you are young because we're still young. Come on, melanin, good black don't crack.
Amen.
But you have definitely accomplished so much musically. So did you start off as a writer before you ventured out into being a solo artist?
Hey, Roland. I'm sorry. Can we speak to people when they come in? I
Yeah,
hate when they, we speak to
of
people when they
course. Hi, Roland's the greatest. Hello,
isn't
Roland.
he? Yes.
Hello, Roland.
But so yeah, so I ask me the question one more time.
Did you start off writing
Right,
before
right,
you
right.
ventured off
No,
into being a solo artist?
right. Actually, I wrote on Ziel Genesis, both myself, Christina Bell, Anson
Right.
Dawkins as well. We wrote together on that project, and Derek Clark. So I
Okay.
had a chance to kind of, get my feet wet with, with that whole project.
Wow.
But at the same time, it wasn't until 2012 that I released my mixtape Soul Couture that I got a
Yes.
chance to, kind of do some remakes with some secular songs and,
Yes.
kind of got my knees wet at that time.
I love it.
And yeah, so that was really like my start, writing for Ziel Genesis, and then my first mixtape. And after that, I just got a couple of other opportunities, to write for Kiera and Brianna, and so yeah.
All the fabulous singers. Well, obviously you're very good at what you do based on
Thank you.
the. So what is your writing process like?
Hey, Rel.
Hey, Rel.
Yeah, my process is definitely like, if I'm in a great lit room
Mm-hmm.
with me and my producer, Teddy P. Williams,
Okay.
I'm good. I think that like the organic like development of a song, that's where I'm at. Like sometimes I write at home, but more
Okay.
so in the studio, and
Okay.
he's there, he creates a track and I start writing to it. I feel and vibe off of tracks. You know what I'm saying? And
You're one
so,
of
however,
those.
yeah, I am. I'm a feeler.
No, but let me tell you, sis, that's a skill, right? Some people are just like, I've been in the room with writers. They just, again, the track plays and they're just like, I be looking at
Yeah,
them like, and they're like, play that one more time. All right. And then the third time they have a whole song. So that's you.
right. Yeah.
Nice.
Look, it didn't come overnight. Trust. And then I write from
Wow.
experiences too. So, I know my stories. So, it's easy to
Well,
develop, right.
wow. You're awesome. And
Thank you.
I am a stickler for entrepreneurship. I love entrepreneurship. I love multiple streams of income. I believe you should have it. Every
Yes.
successful person will tell you you need, I think it's at least 3 or 5
Right.
streams of income.
7.
And
It's
you are
7.
not only 7, come on,
Mm-hmm.
7, right? You are not only
I'm
a
working.
writer.
I'm trying
No,
to get there.
girl, me and you both. Me and you both.
Right.
But you're not only a writer, you are a recording artist, you are a fashionista, not just a fashionista, but you, along with your sister, you guys, you own an athleisure apparel line.
Yes.
Jolie Noire. Am I saying it correctly?
Jolie Noire.
Okay, come on with the accent. Jolie Noire.
I mean,
Okay, it just sounds better when you say it.
No, but it's so funny because I really hope that people don't think I'm trying to be extra when I say it. But a friend of ours told us before we really got pushing and going with everything, he
Yeah.
was like, if nobody has the name, the owners should have the name, And so, yeah, I do the most with it.
I mean, I support the doing the most lifestyle. So if you're coming to me to tell me calm down, I'm just the wrong person. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry about that. So Julie, okay, you say it. You say it one more time.
Okay. Jolie Noire.
Right. What is the meaning of that?
Pretty black in French. Yes.
I love it. And so have you always been into fashion? What inspired you? I know your sister is a celebrity stylist. Shout out to Kimberly Lockett. So what inspired you to, I mean, you could just say, well, I'm just going to be fly and just, dress. My sister can dress me for video shoots and et cetera, et cetera. But what made you say I'm going to actually start an apparel line, a whole line of clothing?
Well, actually, the whole entrepreneurial spirit was heavily on my sister. I got to give credit where credit is due. She's been the most stylish and consistent with it. And there she is right there, Keisa Looks Life. And yeah.
Hey, Keys!
So yeah, so we started back in 2009 with an online boutique called the Red Glasses Sisters. Both she and I had red glasses, and we, just developed the name, and we sold eyewear and other accessories. But it did.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Rel. Look, I know you was paying attention. No, I'm just kidding.
He said, "You stay, girl. Anybody with eyes can see that. Y'all look fly, honey." Okay,
No.
go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, so we started back in 2009, and things didn't really, hit off for us like they have for us now.
Okay.
But we understood then too that our niche wasn't fully developed. We really didn't have a direct niche, and now we have that. Our whole niche is Black women. Our narrative is to to just show that my Black is beautiful, and we want to continue to push that. And I know that that's something that is said by many. As a matter of fact, there is a brand called My Black is Beautiful, but I don't think we can get too many messages like that.
No.
With all things going on in our society, and all these kinds of crazy things as it relates to our race, especially with Black women, we get it the worst. Actually, we're going through this whole systemic racism situation. We still got rappers who disrespect us. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you can get too many of that.
No, we need the saturation of that. So, sisters, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm looking at your sister Keys, and I have a 2-year-old daughter. I'm saying all this to say it starts from what we see even on TV, as a child. So I have a 2-year-old daughter, and she's absolutely obsessed with watching these little girls, these videos, and she has beautiful, thick, like 4C curls. Like, her hair is better than mine. Very thick. God help me on wash day. Right. But whenever she sees JoJo Siwa's, this young white girl, talented, very, very talented, but the straight white hair. And at 2 years old, she was just like, I want her hair. Wow. I want her hair. And I said, no, baby, your hair is beautiful. She goes, my hair is not beautiful. 2 years old. I'm not making this up. I promise you.
I trust me, I bet.
So the other day I said, well, I Googled young Black girls with afros, and I showed her all of these pictures, and she goes, oh, beautiful. I was like, yes, beautiful. And so now she's starting to accept, and it made me really sad, that, wow, I had to start teaching this 2-year-old that her hair is beautiful. And I'm going to move on because this interview is not about my daughter, it's about you. But I just wanted to...
The thing about it is it fits so well with what we're talking about, because our whole motto or goal is to push that representation matters. So the more of us that we see, we get comfortable with seeing those images and accepting that for ourselves.
Exactly.
And I can really I can level with your daughter, because back in high school I always had to have straight edges, straight permed hair, relaxed hair, you know what I'm saying? But I'm natural. All of this that you see is flat ironed. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having, straight hair.
Right.
But like relaxing it to get those desired results, I just don't have to do it anymore, So I get your daughter.
And, it's funny you mentioned, I was going to say that too. Like, it's recent, and I'm so grateful. You know what I mean? It's recent that we're now embracing dark skin. It's a natural hair. It came out, I was like, okay, here we go, another trend, but it's here. I was like, yes, it's here to stay. Thank God we're finally realizing that our Black is beautiful.
Right.
So shout out to Jolie Noire.
I love how you said that.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to do it like that.
That's funny. No, but I visited your website before. You guys are definitely fly. I remember commenting, you put up a picture. I was like, sis, where'd you get that skirt from? And you responded to me. I was like, oh my gosh, she spoke back to me.
Always.
That's awesome. So we've done the fashion designer. Now this part, I was just like, yo, sis has a whole doll. Like, this blew me. If I wasn't blown away by you before, can you please tell us And we're going backwards because I know this was 2016. But again, going back to my daughter, like I'm buying her black dolls with curly hair because I want her to see herself, and that's also a new thing because before it was,
Right, just
just
straight hair.
Barbie,
Yeah.
right? So,
Mhm.
what inspired you to do that? Tell us a little bit more about that. Where can I buy my daughter a doll, please?
Okay. Well, actually, we released a Christmas edition of that back in 2016, and
Yes,
it sold out.
go
But
girl, go
because of,
girl.
thank you, but because we got to sit at the table and discuss other things as well. I can get in the studio, write 5 songs, do a photo shoot, and mix and master it, throw it out there, and people buy it up. But it's so much more different with the toy industry. As a matter of fact, that same year, I got a chance to go to the Dallas Toy Fair. I met
Okay.
with some Walmart buyers and some Target buyers as well. But they didn't accept the doll. So of course,
Okay.
without funding and without, the buyers, you can't
Right.
really continue to produce. And
Right.
so I think it's still a dope opportunity for me to continue to push the narrative that my Black is beautiful.
Definitely.
That was one of the things too. I did a collaboration with Susan G. Komen in Atlanta, the breast
Okay.
cancer organization. Yeah, so I wrote a song called Beautiful. And I gave some of the proceeds of that song to Susan G. Komen. And so
Oh,
that was also like a spin-off of the whole doll situation too. And that's what I'm
wow.
about, like women's empowerment. So that was the perfect situation for me, the doll deal. And how it came about though, a lady by the name of Sharice Slate out of Dallas, Texas, she was consulting for me at the time. And she told me that this would be a really awesome opportunity for me to go
Yes.
and connect with the toy maker and possibly get this licensing deal. And so
Yeah.
that's what it was. They were able to use my likeness and that type of thing, and came up with the Keyondra doll. And so
God.
that's how it came about. And I think though, a lot of people, I mean, even me, I expected for it to like just blow up and just be this
Right. Right.
totally
Right.
like amazing thing or whatever. But the thing about it is that it's still yet amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I think just like,
Sure
the Bible
is.
tells us, don't despise small beginnings. It's
Small
from that
beginnings.
I've
Yeah.
been able to grow and really walk in the whole women's empowerment and,
Yes.
affirming and validating Black women and young
Yes.
girls as well, and so have become a whole role model off of it.
Woo.
And know that would happen, but all things work together, and I feel like it's
Well,
going to pan out, even more. We still sitting at the table and discussing things, so yeah, I'm proud of it still.
sis, I hope you know how much like of an impactful brand you really are.
Thank you.
I hope you know.
I let the people tout and say all what they say, you know.
Sis, yeah.
Thank you.
No, I just see so much, and I'm not even trying to be like deep and spiritual, like the Lord said. No, I'm not. I'm saying just based on what you've already accomplished, based on your heart, based on your goals, based on the fact that you're actually doing the things that you're talking about. I'm just like, it's not just about music for you. Like there's your brand is serious, and I know, okay. I just keep answering my DMs. That's all I'm saying. Okay,
Yes,
Keyondra?
ma'am. I got you. Yes, ma'am.
That is awesome. Now, I know in all of this goodness that has happened, there has been some trials, as you've talked about before. Like a lot of your songs have come through some hardships. So you can get as deep, as personal, and transparent as you want or not. But my next question to you is, what has been your greatest obstacle thus far? And how have you been able to overcome that?
Okay, one of them has been vocal health. Um,
Mm.
for for a good 15, 16 years, when the group was going and traveling, I had my voice. It was, to me, perfect. I've always had some level of rasp. One of the reasons why I cling to Kimberly so much is because
Oh,
she has a voice that is, to me,
Queen
center of the mind.
Rasp.
Yeah, and she kills with rasp. Like, who does that?
Yes.
Kimberly.
Right,
But
Kimberly.
the thing about it is that I have, over the past 5 years, I've dealt with, vocal issues. I've seen an ENT. I've gone to a vocal coach and all those things. And yet still, in the beginning of my solo career, had crazy issues. It was so depressing for me, and even developed a low self-esteem, as it relates to my voice. I'd never had problems with self-esteem issues and my vocals. Yeah, let me
because
sing.
you can sing, Key. You can sing, like, you can sing for real.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, that was my thing. Like, I was comfortable with it. I was good. And then, vocal issues happened. And I think, though, that was a way of, like, God kind of keeping me humble. Not that I thought that I was better than anybody or anything like that, but keeping me humble and, realizing that, Keyondra, you don't put the smile on people's faces. You don't bring the healing, the not wanting to commit suicide because people hear your voice. It ain't because of you. It's because of me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so if that can still happen without what I felt like was just bomb vocals, then the Lord he's doing his work. And that is still happening. I get DMs all the time about how people love my album. I put an album out, which you know about, back in 2018 called The Heal.
The Heal, yes.
Then that, The Heal Reloaded, I released last year. And so many people are still rocking off both those albums. And
praise God.
I mean, had I had the vocals that I had back, with the group, then I probably
there's more.
I would probably be on the same road as a lot of artists, but it wasn't until I did the song Try. That was my single from last year, and it hit top 15. That put me on billboards. I charted by myself, and that was amazing for me. So to be able to chart at Billboard on my own, and that song set me apart. I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I have a music video, and it's on BET. But I'm telling you, none of this would have happened had I not gone through those vocal issues. Because I would be doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It was because people were like, at radio, they're like, oh, wait, that's a different song. She needs a music video. I wouldn't have had that suggested, So, and I just want to say something to whoever is looking, right now or, after, just understand that things may not roll the way that you want them to. They may not go smooth at all, but all things definitely work. And when I tell you I went through dark moments because of my voice, I feel like God was punishing me. I feel like he didn't want me to do this anymore. I've questioned, going back and forth, like, is this for me? And it is. Not because of ability, because of purpose. And when God sets you in purpose, no vocals, no people, no nothing can take you off the path,
Okay, Pastor Lockett, because that's a word. Wow. So, because I was going to ask you, I was watching the video, Try It, yesterday. And you did the skit where you were talking to someone, you were talking about your vocals. I was like, I wonder if that's because, in my head, you are like the greatest singer in the world. So I was like, she can't have vocal problems. Have you heard her? So that was an actual, that came from real life experience, what you were saying.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow. Guys, if you guys have any questions, please just hit the little box with the question mark. Please don't just post questions on the wall. I'd like to screen the questions. No offense. Girl, we have some crazy things sometimes that happen. Please ask all the questions that you want. Put it in the box. We still have a little bit of time before Keyondra sings for us.
Yes.
Okay. Whew.
I got you.
So that is awesome. And I want to read this one more again, because this is not easy to do. I'm reading all the accomplishments. Well, I'm gonna read some.
Okay.
All right. So it says, your album continues to impact audiences worldwide. As her first week in sales yielded you positive results on the Billboard Top Gospel Album charts at number 9.
Yes.
Billboard top gospel. Billboard top 50 Christian and gospel at number 42, and Billboard top new artist at 109. You released the deluxe version of The Heel, as you were mentioning, with 3 additional songs that landed number 11 on the
Right.
Billboard top. You know, Trouble Won't Last received over 25,000 streams on Spotify in the first week of sales. You know, and I'm reading this because I often have a lot of independent artists that tune in. So what advice, and all of us, we want our name to be behind these kind of, descriptions. So what advice would you give to independent art? Like you've done it. So we're here to glean from you. What advice would you have for independent artists?
Okay. Well, I would say to get with people who keep you accountable. You know,
Accountability.
You always need a team of people. It doesn't matter if it's 2 or 3 people. At the moment, I have my mom who manages me, my sister who assists and styles me.
Yeah.
I have another consultant who works with me as well. Her name is Ebony. And then, of course, I have Jen who does PR for me. And,
Jen is serious, honey.
Yes, she's very serious.
I love it.
I can't explain how serious my girl is.
Oh, I know.
But and then I have a radio promoter as well. And so I think with those key people in place, and money, you got to have the funds to be able to, do what you do. And I think a lot of us, we get out here, independent artists. We get out here and we think that it's going to happen overnight. And, well, such and such is doing it, then I can do it. And I think that's not fair. It's not fair to national artists. And it's not fair to, independent artists who've been working hard to, really push forward and do what they do. So I think that you have to, you really do have to pay your dues. You got to network. And all those things are not as easy because as you're having to pay dues and, get with people and network and stuff, a lot of people don't want to let you in their circle. And at this present time, I almost fully understand that now. At first, I was like, well, dang, they don't want to let me in and they don't want to do this and do that. And when you come against enough hooligans and folks who just want to come in and just, take what they can and leave you high and dry, no, you got to work to be able to get in,
So it's more of a protection thing. It's not I don't want to let you in, but you got to
work.
Right,
right, you do. And it's not fair that Erica Campbell had to work. It's not fair that Karen Clark Sheard had to work. Yeah. And then you just ease your way in. You know.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. You've worked with some awesome artists in the past. So who's on your bucket list for the future?
Well, I would love to work with Erica Campbell. I love her approach to music. I love just how fly she is. She's
awesome.
Just found out she was 50 something. Where is she? Is it or
50 years of age? What?
It's right. And I was like, wait, Erica, and I might be wrong. So y'all go fact check me, please. But
let me ask Uncle Google. I don't know.
Yeah. But the last time I thought she was 43.
Wow.
Like, either way, you know what? I might be wrong.
Lord. But Erica been in this a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been killing it. And
Erica Campbell is 48 years old.
48. Wow.
Gorgeous.
Okay, so
according to Uncle Google, 48. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I said close to 50. Yes.
Wow.
But she don't
still
look
amazing.
At all.
And Yolanda Adams is 58.
That might be the thing. That might be it. I don't know. But
well, you're 35. Look at you. I mean, come on. All the surprises are happening with these ages.
Said good black don't crack. So.
It don't crack, baby. Okay. Sorry. So Erica Campbell.
Yes, Erica Campbell and Lecrae as well.
Oh, that's dope.
I think I would love to be a hook girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. A hook girl with a dope bridge, because you can't just beat the hook.
Oh, man.
Dope.
You can't just do a hook. You gotta do a bridge. Yes.
No, you can't just do a hook. Other people can't. You just. Mm-hmm. Okay. That is awesome. Wow. So what's next for you? I'm scared to ask that because you already have so much going on. But what's next?
Okay. Well, of course, I'm continuing on with, entrepreneurship, both my
Yes.
sister and I, venturing off into some other things for the
Awesome.
business. Music-wise, I am working on an EP called Cornerstone, and I'm really excited about it. It's a mix of soulful, urban, jazzy,
Ooh.
still got my pop in there,
Okay.
and like a reggae vibe too, So yeah,
Hey.
I just like venturing into other sounds and just being myself. Yeah, I've always been this
I
girl.
can dig it.
Um,
Okay.
I'm also about to release a song that I did with Q Parker from 112, and it's called Made Away. Made Away
Okay.
is one of the 3 songs from my the Hill deluxe edition.
Uh-huh.
It's one of the 3 songs from that, and we remade it. And he came in and did his thing on it, and gave it like this real good R&B vibe.
Okay.
I mean, and I'm just so floored by it, and just not even that, but Q was just so humble and didn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but and he also bridges gospel and the secular community so well. So
Yeah.
I just thought that would be, one of the best opportunities, for me, and the best opportunity for him to do what he does. He works so
Nice.
well, with pulling gospel and secular together. So
Come on, Q. Shout out to Q Parker from 112.
yes,
Still singing it up. I love it. I
right.
love it. And do we have release dates for the Cornerstone and the Made Away?
We don't, but I will get those to everybody as soon as I can.
Okay.
Actually, I'm still in the studio finishing up on some things with Cornerstone. So yeah, we'll be getting an update and everything out really soon.
We will be anxiously waiting.
Well, thank y'all.
Oh my God. This is awesome. This is awesome. Just for my personal knowledge, you said you were venturing off into like some little bit of reggae. Would you ever come over to us on the Afrobeat side? I'm an Afro praise artist. You ever gonna venture to some Afro?
There, on one of the songs called "Champion Me,"
Yeah.
it's at the very end we do like a reprise, and it's got like an African like feel. It's so funny that you asked. Yeah. Look, I'm ready. I'm coming with all the stops. Like I'm ready.
And listen, I'm here for all of it. All of it. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I don't want to ask you questions to death, but I'm just like so. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. Okay.
So what is that? And you might have mentioned a little bit before, but I know you get tired. You do a lot. You do a little bit of everything and a lot. And do you have any children yet, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't.
Oh, bless God. So, because I got 2 kids, I'm just like, okay. So you do a lot. What is that thing that keeps you going? Because I know fear comes in sometimes. I know doubt may come in sometimes. So what is that one thing that just keeps that engine running for you?
Okay. Well, knowing that the people are, blessed and helped with my music,
Wow.
And again, it's just one of those things that shows that I'm walking in purpose.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What's like the craziest, and I say craziest not in that sense, but just like a response to your music that you've gotten before that you were just like floored, speechless, like, wow, okay, God, I guess this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, I honestly can't pinpoint
One.
any time or a specific situation where, somebody was just like, I guess, doting over me different than any other time, I don't know. Everybody equally, loves what I do, and, they vocalize that.
No, in terms of like impact, in terms of like a testimony, like, sis, I heard your song and
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. No. Well, I mean, still still basically the same response, but
Okay.
people, they come and they're like, your music helped me in this certain time. I was depressed and it helped me to pull out of depression, things like that. And I mean, that's special all by itself,
That's serious.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Because
Awesome.
when I'm depressed, I look for music too, but I don't necessarily go for mine. But to know that somebody else goes to my music, that okay, all right then.
You just sounded so Southern just now. She said, "All right then." Are you?
Well, you know where I'm from, right?
You live in Atlanta. Is that where you were?
Yeah, I live in Atlanta, but I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah, wow, you Southern, honey.
I'm very Southern, very.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I'm from New York, so from the time you cross like Jersey, everybody sounds Southern to us. But then they got that like Southern, like that extra twang. Our friends be like, Tear. And be like, my name is Terri. Tear.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my God, Keyondra, you have been so awesome tonight. You've been so inspiring. It was so great. Thank you. It was so great to listen to your story, and to just hear the why behind what you do. So my last question this is the question I love to ask artists, and you did touch on it a little bit before, but if there's more to explore there, I want to know. What is the bigger picture for your ministry, for what you do, the bigger picture?
So the EP that I'm about to release, called Cornerstone.
Yes.
Your picture for me is just being able to tap into more depth and minister from that place, because I haven't hit that place, but this EP is definitely going to do that. And when I say that, I'm going to give you an example. So the meaning behind Cornerstone, when you think about architects and how they build on the foundation and build up, buildings and things like that, the foundation stone is called the cornerstone.
Yes.
If that stone is not in place, then once you build, everything will come down collapsing, right?
Correct.
When storms come. So it's the same thing in our lives with, with God and biblical principles, all that. If you don't have those things as the foundation,
come on,
Jesus, the chief cornerstone. So when we build on that foundation, marriages, they never collapse when storms come. Careers, they never come down, when storms come.
Yes.
Nothing is perfect. Nothing. No situation is ever perfect.
Nothing.
But when you have Jesus as the foundation, you can build on that, and when storms come, you won't collapse. And that has become now the premise of my ministry. That's the foundation of my ministry. Cornerstone.
Wonderful.
But without issues and all the stuff that I've gone through, I wouldn't have had that to be able to, to have an example of or a testimony of. So
that's what makes it so authentic, and so impactful. Because people, I say this all the time in the interviews, the word authenticity usually comes up when I'm talking to artists, because I'm like, people know when you fake in the front, honey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't trick people.
Right.
So we can see, we can feel when you're singing, and you get that when you hear a song, you're just like, oh, she got a prayer dungeon, or she done been through something like yes.
So.
Yeah. There's certain people like William McDowell. He has a prayer dungeon. He don't have a prayer closet, because I don't know why. I can't listen to his music and drive, But like, there's certain people, it's just like, okay, yeah, you done been through this. So that's awesome. Are you a low key preacher? I don't know. That preaching spirit is just all over.
I mean, I think we're all supposed to be low key preachers.
Well,
now, pastoring and shepherding flock, that ain't my ministry. And look, my only flock or membership goes as far as my people who purchase my music.
The music.
Those are my members. Other than that, I am not. Nope. None of
well, honey, that's a huge congregation.
So I better be making sure I'm doing it right now. More pressure.
Ooh. No pressure at all, Pastor Lockett. Oh my God, you've been so awesome. Again, thank you. Thank you for lending your time. I don't take it lightly, even though we are in the midst of a pandemic and we're still supposed to be quarantined. I don't take it lightly that you would take time out to come and speak to us.
Ma'am, thank you.
Again, I'm anxiously waiting on Cornerstone, Made Away, everything. Jolie Noire. I'm see what I could. My budget is quarantined, but I'm gonna see what I could afford on the site. I'm gonna go on the site because I want to rock.
Thank you.
I definitely want to support you and Miss Kimberly. In my head, I'm the third sister. I'm Terri Lockett. We talk about that later. But no, I love entrepreneurship, man. It's my thing.
Thank you.
So, where can people find you before I just want to hear you sing this? I'm talking real fast. I just want to hear this voice. So, how can people get in contact with you if they wanted to?
Okay. All right. Well, you can book me. I have my information in the profile of my Instagram page, as well as you can go to my website, www.keyondralockett.com, fill out the booking form. And if you want to find out anything else about me, I talk to people. So follow me on all of my social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That's at Keyondra Lockett.
Awesome. Thank you again, Keyondra. What will you be singing for us tonight?
I am going to be singing I Love the Lord.
Okay.
I was trying to get my sister to put the website for Jolie Noire on here, but I'm going to put it on here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So,
there you go.
I love the Lord. He heard my cry. And pitied every groan. Whoa, long as I live, oh, and troubles rise, I'll hasten to His throne.
I sound like that in my head too when I sing. You are so amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Keyondra.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Oh, thank you all who tuned in to Music Mondays, where our featured guest artist tonight was none other than the lovely Miss Keyondra Lockett. Please set your alarms for every Monday night at 7. Next week we have Miss Christina Holloway coming on. We will see you then. Thank you, Keyondra. God bless.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.